Hi, welcome back to my channel guys. Tonight I'm going to show you a grocery haul, and I have basically went for the majority of my weekly food shop to Lidl's, and I've also went to our local Asian supermarket. So if you are one of the local people that follows me, the supermarket that I went to was on the Ormo Road in Belfast. That's one of the bigger Asian supermarkets that supplies all the local takeaways. If you've never been to an Asian supermarket before, I would say give it a go. It's a really good idea. You will save tons of money. So anything that you want to purchase in bulk, say rice, noodles, spices, it's really good for spices actually. They have everything at a lower cost price because it's for trade, and you can just walk in off the street, so you don't have to be a trade customer. And also, it's just a really good experience for the kids. We go probably, I would say, about 3-4 times a year. The kids love going to it because it's just a different environment. It's very chaotic. Everything's in a different language. It's just really different for them. It's not like taking the 5 kids to Tesco's. And what we find also is if they're picking something and they're part of the process, they're more inclined to try it out when we cook it at home as well. So that's always a bonus as well. But anyway, I'm going to show you what I picked up in the Chinese supermarket. It cost just approximately £30. And then my little shop was just slightly under £70, and that was including alcohol as well. And then I'll show you what we're going to make for the week. If you are new to the channel and you're not subscribed, if you hit that subscribe button and the little bell next to it, it'll make sure you do get a notification of when the Meals of the Week video will be up, and that will be this weekend, either Friday or Sunday coming. But anyway guys, I'm going to get cracking and show you what we intend on making and what we picked up. So this is our meal plan for the week. So it's actually Saturday that I've done the shopping. It's like after dinner now, and we're tomorrow, not our traditional Sunday roast or anything, so we're going to have a bit of a Chinese day. We're out all day, so I'll do the prep for everything just this evening. It'll only take about an hour. The duck will be crispy duck, so it'll be Peking duck I'll do in the oven, and we'll do it with Chinese pancakes, shredded, all the sides with plum sauce, and then I'm going to do a Chinese chicken and sweet corn soup. So it'll be quite filling with those two things to it, and we'll be out all day and then can just come home to that. Then on Monday, it'll be a freezer day. I'll pull something out of the freezer, either something I've already meal prepped or something convenient really for the kids, because Monday I've loads to do, and that's kind of my big cleaning day as well. Then Tuesday, so we'll make sure we get a roast in for the week. We're going to have a pork roast loin. I'm going to do an apricot and walnut stuffing, and we'll have those with whatever vegetables takes her fancy, then probably mashed potatoes and roast potatoes as well. So we'll do it on the Tuesday. Then because we've had a roast a bit lighter the next day, we'll do the slices of the pork fillet, and we'll have it with salad and baked potatoes, and I'll maybe make a few wee sides. We'll see how it goes. Then Thursday, I'm really not sure about Thursday. I just want to see how the week goes. I've got quite a lot of onions. They were on offer. So if it goes well, I'm going to make a French onion soup and perhaps make a bread to go with that. And if I have a bit of time during the week, I'm going to, in either of these days, make a caramelized onion tart, and I want to freeze that. And basically that'll use up a lot of cheese we have in the house and also all the onions. So really nice. It's really nice. Haven't made it in ages. Then Fridays are normal kind of fake away day. And I'm going to stuff our homemade burgers with mozzarella and do them with sweet potato wedges. And we'll probably have that with corn on the cobs on the side and a bit of a salad and all the rest too. So this is loosely what we'll have for the week, and then we just really see how it pans out. So I'll show you. Obviously we've got all the meat in for that, and then we can just swap about the days as it suits us. But anyway, you can follow through. As most things were purchased in Lidl's, the offers are on usually until Thursday, and then it starts up for the following week. So you want to follow any of those, you'll be able to get the items in store. But anyway, let's get cracking and I'll show you what I picked up. So this is what I got from the Asian supermarket. I'll talk you through that alcohol after. That's part of the little haul. But so everything here, and that came to £29, and 2 of the things are gone. There were like little sweetie things the kids had. So this is for your pancakes, a steamer. You also do other things, so anything you're steaming. That was only £1.85. We did have one, but it's a bit worse for wear, so we picked up a new one. Then duck, this is the fresh duckling. You can also get all the frozen varieties. For this, which is 2.4 kilograms, that's your full duck. And we're going to cook that up as a Peking duck. And that was £6.50, which is just great value. And you can see it's also got, if you're into that, the innards. So any of the things that you want to cook, but we'll obviously just remove those for us. Then if you're ever looking for the prawn crackers, it won't say prawn crackers because it's obviously in different language. So they are actually called shrimp chips, and I've opened one out to let you see, and this is how they look. And then you just put those in a deep fat fryer and they come out like prawn crackers. These are what your local Chinese will use. So it's shrimp chips, and they are 80p per box, so that do you loads. We had originally a bigger box of those, but they were out of them, so just 2 smaller ones. Haven't tried this before, but I just fancied it. It was £1.55 and it's Thai spicy salad dressing, so I'm going to give that a go. And they have so many vinaigrettes and dressings as well to choose from. These are great value. So this was, I think it was £2 for the pancakes, so for the crispy duck pancakes, and they come in little separate bags. So all in all, you're getting 100 separate pancakes, and they come in the individual pack. So I think it's about 8 you get per pack. So that would do us for ages. We probably wouldn't even use those, you know, in the full year, because it's not like we do duck that often. So that's really, really good value. Then on to, for the chicken and sweet corn soup, this is the cream style corn, and I absolutely love these. They're 80p per can. You can obviously get them in your normal supermarket, like Tesco's or whatever, but this is the variety to use. It's quite sweet and really nice. So if you watch the meals of the week, obviously you're going to see all these bits and pieces that I use. So 2 cans of those. Then the plum sauce or croissant sauce, that was £1.55. I need some of that. Don't have any in the house at all at the minute. Some spring onions, just while I was there, I picked those up, and that was 60p. I didn't have anything on my meal plan for the likes of pak choy or anything, but that's usually where I pick it up as well. I really like it there. You know that I normally make my curries from scratch, but if some nights you're just running out of time and you don't want to make it completely from scratch, these are brilliant. You've probably seen them in most supermarkets. If you go to your Asian supermarket, they're £1.55 per tub, and usually they're about £2.20 in your delis and butchers and supermarkets. So I picked up 2 to have in the cupboard, and that will do you a really big chicken curry or whatever you're making. So that, it's just a powder basically, and then you add your water to it. So 2 of those for the store cupboard. And then spring rolls, so these will be the same that you'll get in your Chinese. They're quite small, and they're your mixed vegetables, and that is 50p. And how much did that full pack cost? I'm just going to check my receipt here. It was £1.85, so £1.85 for all those spring rolls is such good value if you even consider in comparison what it would be in the supermarket. And then £5 for the tempura king prawns. I can't see the quantity here, but there's a lot that is frozen, and what you'll actually find is a lot of these things from frozen you can take out and cook straight away, so just for quick and convenience. It's the same with those. You can either deep fry those or put them in your oven, but I've used this brand before and it's really, really good. So if you're ever in your supermarket, you can check those out. So anyway, that's everything from the Asian supermarket. So then on to my Lidl stuff, and then I've got more beside the fridge. So alcohol wise, so £20 was alcohol. That is 20 bottles of Budweiser, and that was £13.99. And then this bottle of Prosecco, £6.99. I've tried that before and it's really, really good. And I got that, if you didn't see my haul from Home Bargains, I got these Prosecco cocktail mixers. So I want to give these a try. They were £2.99 and you get 5 different flavours in that. I've tried different brands before, but I really want to give this a go because if they're good, I'm going to buy a few for other people. Then on to, this was just at the till, and we had these at Easter, so we picked them up. As you can see, the kids have had a few, and they're Freddy the Frogs. They were down to 85p, and they're actually really, really tasty. So those wasn't on the list, but we got those. So for my roast pork, which I'm going to stuff, like I said, with probably an apricot stuffing, this is the pork loin roast. It's just enough for the roast and maybe a few offcuts for the next day, we'll see. But that was £4.99. And then I'll stuff that up. Then on to the chicken, and that is £5.79, and you get 6 fillets there. So some of that will be used for the chicken sweet corn soup, and then we'll have some left over for either another day's dinner. Then the beef mince, this is only £2 for this quantity, which is 800 grams. That's such good value. That was one of their specials on this week. And I have went for, so normally we'll go lean mince. Because we're making burgers, it's 18% fat. If you're making burgers, you never want to go for a low fat, because that is what makes it tasty and keeps it moist. If you go for the lower fat, you'll always have a dry burger. So, you know, if you're doing a burger, you're going to do it right, you go for the higher fat content. Then the softener, forget the price, I think it's about £2. I'm going to give it a go. I've been trying different softeners because we go through so many in a week in our house. Then on to our potatoes. We've got My favourite brand's Mars Piper, so they are slightly pricier, £1.85. That'll be for the roast dinner. Then sweet potatoes were on offer, they were 50p. We're going to do sweet potato wedges with the burgers. Baked potatoes one day, they were 89p for 4 large ones. Then these probably won't be used this week. It depends if I do maybe the onion tart, we'll see. But short crust pastry and the puff pastry, which can both be put in the freezer, if not kept in the fridge, really good dates on them. They were down to 85p. Then, I've never tried these before. Alistair seen these and picked them up. They're £2.49 and they're breaded camembert. And because I'm making the burgers and different things, I don't want to go to the hassle of making something like that. So they'll probably try that. I think I'll opt out. But you have 4 of those for £2.49. We just needed some rice. I could get it cheaper elsewhere, but I just really needed it to have in the house. That was 99p for a kilogram. And then onions, these were on offer completely half price, so I thought that's why I'll make some dishes with onions. Just your normal brown onions, 49p just per bag. Same with the mushrooms, they were 49p. I'll put some of those in my stuffing. And these little snack carrots the kids love for their school lunches, they're 89p. This, I just thought I'd get this in for the burgers. Haven't tried this particular one. That's the deluxe sweet corn relish, and that was £1.49. Tomatoes, just 3 big ones for the burgers. That was about £1 loose from the vine. Then just a small bunch of bananas. Like I said, fruit and vegetables were in every other day picking up, so that'll do for the first day, and that was 93p. Then little easy peeler clementines, 90p. Cucumber, probably about 45p or something for that. Punnet of grapes, 165. That's the red grapes. We're growing our new batch of parsley, so we got this frozen stuff. I've never tried it before, but people rave about it, and that was 60p I think. So obviously we need parsley for when I'm making the stuffing, so I'll give that a wee go and let you know if you haven't used that before. Then lettuce, we're not really fond of lettuce on its own in this house. Always the little gem lettuce we would go for, and that's 60p. And there's someone crying in a wake. And then 89p for 2 litres of milk. And then on to the yogurts, we've got the creme fraiche, it was 60p. If I'm making a tartlet, I'll use that. If I'm doing the French onion soup, I'll drizzle it over. These Fruit King pouches, they're only allowed those now and again. They want those in their packed lunch. They were £1 for 4. Some little fromage fraise with the real fruit pieces in it for Pearl as she's just weaning. So yeah, that is everything there that's like fridge and meat, and I'll show you what else I got. And then on to just the bread and the kind of sweet and savoury things. So Munster Claws, that's like the Munster Munch, they're £1.19. Then these little Froggy Crisps, a 6-pack. I haven't seen those before, so kids seen those and fancied those. Then some toffee popcorn, that is 89p. Then some jammy wheels, just like Jammy Dodgers, they are 49p. Some cheese twists, if I'm doing the soup, the kids really like those dipped in. Then some cookies, we're going out a big walk tomorrow morning, so they'll have some drinks and those as a treat at the end. They are £1.80 for 4, and that's a mix of the white chocolate and the, I love them actually. Apricots, I know I could get a big bag for cheaper, but no one really enjoys the apricots unless we're cooking with them. So they were 99p for the little snack pot, so I got those. Then Dylan likes sardines on toast, so just a wee small tin of those. They're something like, I don't know, 35p, really cheap. Then walnuts, they're about £2.19 for those, and I'm all out of walnuts. We'll only need a few for the stuffing, and then the rest will be for bacon and other things. Then the candy cream bars for the treat tin, and they were 99p. They're just like the Milky Ways. Breads, then bagels, just plain white ones, they're 89p. Some of the sandwich thins, they're 49p, and tortilla wraps 89p, and then a loaf which is just 60p, and that's just basically to do us for the next few days bread wise and for lunches. But that is everything then. So hopefully you enjoyed the wee video, and let me know what you're cooking for the week. I always love to hear. And let me know, have you shopped yourself in an Asian supermarket, and how have you found it yourself? And of course, if you're new, like I said, and you are interested in seeing the Meals of the Week video next week, hit subscribe and always the little bell next to it to make sure that you get a notification that the video is up. But anyway, thanks very much as always for watching, guys. Bye!